Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yeah, he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll try it now with Mostert. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. A handoff running left is Mostert. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. We're scoreless after 1. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll go. H.M. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2nd and 9. Now Tua signaling to change things up. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
And that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Brandon Jones picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 23. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Raheem Mostert, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. This one into the hands of Aguilar. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Flowers going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson. Complete to Likely on the out route. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. But remember, here in the final 2 minutes of the half, this can only be advanced by the man who lost it. So no touchdown. And this will come back out to the spot of the fumble. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now they're in the hurry-up. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down. Now Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going. And he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. But I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing is Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 85 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Ready to stand.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 39. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Buying time to his left. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
20, TX. Hey, 21, TX. All right, let's go.
Tua going to try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 121 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He'll get that out wide to Waddle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A run with Mostert up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. It's a run with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Report. Yo.
Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd down, a run, and this is a reverse here. And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now Tua going to change the play. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's got this one down to the 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over.
This is 1st and 10.
At their own 7-yard line.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensive. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check